This is my domain. And when you are here, you listen to me.
I'm still really new at this. Could you perhaps maybe repeat yourself, please?
You trying to threaten me? Oh, that's very cute.
Is this even real? Is any of this real? Who are you?
Honestly, darling, it's not that hard. You just need a bit of finesse.
I'm sorry, Lazarus. I never meant. I'm so sorry.
You think that you are invincible, Vice, but you are just a man, as you have always been.
Hello, welcome into this week's episode.
Hello.
Hello. Let's meet our kindred.
Brum.
Val, who are you and who are you playing?
Oh,
And oh my
shit.
gosh, you didn't change your Fugi.
Dude, I always forget that shit. Slash pass for now.
All right, select pass. All right, Inu.
I forgot my makeup, sorry. Wardrobe.
Wardrobe
Am I
malfunction.
going first?
Yeah.
Is Val fucked up? All right.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Inu, your undying musical making pirate dude that makes music and stuff. I'm playing Lukas, the mafia cleaner guy.
Go ahead and popcorn it to anyone.
Spec. Because she's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, everybody. My name is Spectre Zero, and I play Viola Leverage. Lovely to meet you, the Torador with a bitchy attitude. All right, down to you, Jericho.
Hi guys, I'm the Natchan 1984, or just Natchan, and I am playing. I'm usually Blythe, but right now I am Jericho. He's a wild card of a Malkavian. Mads, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Striker Sly. You're in a galactic spice trading fox, and I trade spices for information, and I'm playing Mads O'Shea. A lady who sees beyond the veil and can gather so much more. Back to you, Xirus Fletcher, now that you exist.
Me, actually. Hello, I have my uniform on. My name is Valentine. I'm your demonic cafe owner. And today I am playing Xirus, the doc.
And I am Void Doll, your storyteller for the evening. Spec? Let's hit him with the recap.
Okay. You were gonna be like, Spec, introduce yourself again. I was like, oh, sorry. Okay, so we continue our story with Lazarus, Vice, and Cadal, while the beast within Lazarus fights to come out and kill Vice. After a few tense moments, it is decided that they will go to the board meeting to convince the members to be on their side with the coterie. After, Xirus, Mads, Viola, Lukas, and Jericho head to talk to Ethan Vincent Gray, a hunter under Elizabeth's thumb, offering him a way out. After some negotiations with Xirus, the coterie gets back together in the car, where Viola finds out that Elizabeth has brainwashed Emily to believe and frame Viola for drug use and dealings. We ended our last session with a vision between Jericho and Mads, in which we see Elizabeth and hear the clanking of teacups, while a portal opens, showing something coming out.
All right. And I guess this is where we pick up. Lukas, were you headed to the docks with Nyx?
Yeah.
I need you to roll the equivalent of a perception.
Is that like wits and awareness?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. All right, I got one. I'm fucked.
Let me roll for Nyx. Okay, she got 4.
Thank God.
The section of the docks that you are searching, it feels like a massive parking spot for a double-masted ship or a really wide, flat yacht. Inside the boat, the connected boathouse and the adjacent boathouse, you find nothing on 18. No shipments. No ghouls. In fact, you're wondering if what Nyx and Kyler even witnessed was reality when Nyx finally says, "Lukas, over here."
I look to where she was referring to.
She's motioning to the floor behind several heavy crates to a small hatch that she's opened, and it descends a short ladder into the depths below.
Sick.
You want me to go first?
Oh, I got it. Just follow.
She pulls out her gun.
He pulls his out too, and then he just kind of jumps down.
The room is small. Generic fishing equipment, safety gear, fishing poles line the walls. For such a small little storage space, it's quite packed. Very carefully, you and Nyx pick your way around. When a desk comes into view, the captain's log lays open, its contents bare. Behind you, Nyx says, "What do you see?"
A desk and a captain's log.
Like an old world one. She kind of like lifts up your arm so she can look kind of around you. You're quite large. You fill up a lot of the space.
Yeah, I kind of just like, I'm gonna check the. It's basically a door frame, right? That we're like walking into this room where the desk is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, instead of walking full head ass into there, to make sure there's nothing that stands out. Like if I'm going to trip an alarm or something, right?
Roll an intelligence and investigation.
I fucked it. I think I'm too mad about it.
Looks clear. I mean, you end up pulling off some of the molding. You feel
So I'm just
around
like
the edges.
Yeah, just
the
like,
doorway.
huh.
Yeah, before you duck into like the little captain's area.
And I'm going to regret that later.
You step
And
in.
then, yeah.
All right.
Grudgingly.
As you move up to the desk, you see that there's a cup of pens. There is an ink vial. There is, on the left-hand side, a slider that pulls down almost like a bread box, an accordion area that's closed and has a lock on it, but it's wooden. How tough could it be? And the captain's log. On the page, facing you, is not English. Hieroglyphic markings, claw-like, drawn in a calligraphical style, dip pen and ink. That's creepy, says Nyx.
And I've not seen something like this before, right?
No, but the longer you stare at the page, the more you feel uneasy. I need you to roll an occult and a resolve.
Oh boy. I don't have a cult. So, did I just resolve it then? Right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can always, like, rouse the blood to give yourself extra dice, and you can always use willpower to reroll.
I got 1 success.
1 success. Okay. You feel yourself pulled in to the drawing.
Son of a bitch. All right.
It feels like the cut of a scalpel on the page, bearing the rib cage below the flesh. You want to caress the page, to get closer to the markings. You want to be seen. What do you do?
Basically, I can't fight this urge of whatever it's wanting me, right? Or that's basically what it's wanting me to do, is go towards it.
Mm-hmm. You can try and fight it if you'd like.
That's usually Lucas's first instinct, is
Sure.
in these weird situations to fight it.
You'll want to spend a willpower to reroll.
Okay. Do I just hit the willpower reroll button?
Yeah, I think so. Press the button. Beep. See what happens. So it'll just tell you how much dice you wanna roll.
Oh. I think I meant to hit 2, but oh well. Fuck. Mark it. Dots are not locked. They're unlocked. Yeah, I marked it at that time.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That was an accident.
I think that's enough dice.
Uh,
I don't know why. I don't know why so many rolled. Okay. So,
yeah.
So you only rolled 1 dice. You need to re-roll another.
Yeah. No, I hit the wrong button.
Okay, roll
I was
one,
like-
one more dice just to.
So just hit in the input value. Just do 1.
Don't hit willpower roll again because it'll mark it
Okay.
on your sheet.
Yeah.
So like slash
Cancel.
roll 1d10.
Got it. Sorry, it's been forever since I used this. D10. I rolled a 9.
Okay. So that's a success. So 2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. You manage to resist the pull, and you do not end up caressing, licking, kissing, touching, hugging, biting anything the page. Nyx is looking
And that was
at
from the book, right?
the markings on the book. Yes.
Okay.
Nyx is like giving you a side eye. Were you?
All right, look.
She looks at the page and looks back at you. Were you gonna? Were you like?
Can you look at that book and not get fucked up by it and close it?
She closes it.
Thanks. Sick. Ugh, I hate
Should we
vampire shit.
take this?
Yes.
Okay. She puts it in her backpack.
Thank you.
You gonna open that and we finish looking through the desk, or should I? And she has a lockpick, but you could also just break it.
I mean, do you want me to break it, or do you want to be the more stealthy one here? Leave less. I mean, the book, they're gonna notice the book's gone.
Look, you're the boss.
I already left it. I'm just gonna kick the lock open.
Okay. So it's up on the desk, so you would have to like do a roundhouse kick.
I'm
and it
just
would
kidding. I'm
kinda
not gonna
shatter
kick
the
it. I
whole
just
desk,
thought
so-
about that.
Okay, so you just like pull it open. You don't even need to
Yeah,
roll.
just
It's-
pull it open. I
it's
just was
weak
like, why
enough.
am I gonna kick it? That's so dumb. Just open it.
So you pull it open, and inside there's looks like loose incense by the smell and the package that it's in. But you go to reach for it, Lucas, and then you think better of it.
It's like, I don't want to touch it.
You could tell her to get it, to grab it. It might not affect her the same way it affects you.
Yeah, you got a bag to put this in too?
She starts pulling everything out of the accordion closer.
Uh-huh.
She
Okay.
pulls out the oddest things.
I'm so used to it. I'm just like,
Feels like Halloween.
yeah. It's like,
A bag
do
of
you ever
small
clean out
bones.
your bag?
What? I do. I'm just putting this shit in my bag. What do you mean?
Why do you have that? Why do you need that? Why do you have those? I don't understand.
She just gives you a deadpan look.
Look, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. It's already weird.
And she starts piling the items that she finds in the hidden part of the desk, or the locked part of the desk, and putting them in her backpack. And it is like crystals, coins,
Great.
small cloths that have calligraphy-looking markings on them, tiny bones, salts.
I feel like we're robbing
There's
someone with some power.
There's
and
a
I don't
silver
like it.
bowl, and then
Don't say so. Ugh.
she pulls out a vial of deep burgundy liquid,
Ooh, that's not good.
and she looks at you.
We need to go.
You don't think this is,
It probably is.
Okay, she puts it in a different bag in her backpack.
Yep.
Question, did you bring Kyler with you as well?
Probably.
That's a yes.
To
or-
watch the car.
Look, I need...
Yes.
So,
yes.
So he's supposed to be watching the car.
But it's him, and he's crazy, and he's being weird.
Okay, good. All right. From up above, you hear the sound of an engine. A boat
Oh, no.
brought to life.
Oh, no.
The
I'm
throttle is a low bellow, just... And Nyx looks at you and then face palms.
We better go. We better go now.
Okay, she flings the backpack on and she books it up the ladder.
Yep. I'm gonna follow behind her.
As you come up into the boathouse, the yacht that was parked, Kyler pops up, waves. He's got sunglasses on and a Bermuda hat. Hey, look what I found!
I'm gonna shoot you.
Dude, we
I'm
could
gonna
drive this
shoot
back
you.
to Xirus's.
I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
Not if I drive away! And he starts backing up.
Oh. I don't even believe in religions. Whatever the higher power. Kyler, we gotta go.
He smashes through the... No, he doesn't, because he opened it, because he found that. He basically gets out. He undocks the ship and starts, like, continuing to back up out to sea. He's like, I can't hear you over the engine!
When he gets back, I'm killing him. I want you to know.
Are we really gonna wait here for him to redock that thing? And then you
Nope.
see him, like, take it out, and he, like, just busts the throttle to see how fast he can get it going.
No, it's just like when he does stuff like this, he's on his own and he knows it. He knows the rule. When he does something stupid like this, he's on his fucking own. He can get out of these situations, and when he crashes a boat, he gets back, I'm killing him.
She shrugs. All right, let's go to the car, I guess.
Yeah. Celeste, son of a... Oh. If my head could hurt, it'd be hurting.
So yeah, he just kind of plays. You guys both make it to the car. She sets her backpack down, gets into the driver's seat. You climb in as well. And then Kyler gets in the back, soaking wet. And you hear the squish.
Did you just... Oh, sweet, merciful.
Where's the boat, Kyler? What boat? She just sighs.
let's just get back to the doctor.
Okay.
We don't talk about what happened.
As you leave the docks, taking the scenic route that sort of cups the bay's edge, there is a flaming yacht that has been smashed into somebody else's yacht.
Oh. Great.
And Kyler has got his sunglasses on. You don't know where he got the aviators, but he's looking out and he's like, I always liked the flames.
I just turn around and punch him. Why do you do this?
Okay, it's a hard clap against his chest. He's like, oh, spousal abuse. Fuck.
Bitch more later.
Oh, only if you let me ride you. And then,
No.
I like
What?
it when you're a little violent.
I hate everything about you.
I just wanted to have a little fun. Everything's so tense.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you crash the boat. Or take it out to sea. You could have parked it.
You were gonna leave me. I didn't want to Uber.
Or docked it. You know the rule.
Well, I
When
got
you do
myself
stunts
out.
like this.
I swear.
Did you find anything of importance on that boat at all? Before you took it on an adventure?
Oh, yeah, and he pulls out of his pockets some more, like, esoteric, like, witchcraft-looking stuff.
Good. So I don't have to hit you again. Being an idiot. I'm so fucked. Because if it's like witchcrafty stuff, Great. Nyx, just drive.
She does.
Quick.
She does, and Kyler's just rubbing his chest where you punched him. So, can we stop at, like, Wendy's or something?
No.
McDonald's?
No.
Burger King?
No.
Oh, come on, I'm hungry.
Why of all the? How are you hungry?
Oh,
right
by the
now?
way, remember how I was supposed to fly to, like, Siberia and talk to that Yuri guy for you and check stuff out?
Yeah.
All right, so I did something better. I sent
What?
an email.
How did you email him?
Well, I didn't email him. I emailed your old fling.
Who? I'm gonna kill you.
You did say that already.
No. Ooh, what do you mean you emailed her?
Well, it started off like this. Dear Mrs. Lucas's fuck friend. Smiley face. My name is Kyler with a K, and I am his wife now. I am okay with sharing him. And he pulls out his phone, and like he's actually reading a script. And he's scrolling through his emails. I am okay with polyamory. I just wanted you to know he's very interested in another night, and things have changed for him. He is single, but not exactly. We are married. Smiley face. All that being said, we have your daddy Domergoo on our side now. Smiley face. The mama cobra is no longer in charge. More smiley faces because it's important she knows I'm friendly. With a puppy emoji, see? And he shows you. This bitch typed it out. Just like this. If you could please make your way to the fishmonger Yuri and let him know we need his assistance in the States, I will pay you $50,000 on Lucas's behalf. But that's just, you gotta come up with the money. But I just put an arbitrary, I just, just using my whole...
Why are you paying out of my pocket? Why didn't you just tell me you were gonna email her?
I didn't want to leave. I'd be lonely without you.
It could have been a bit of a different way. You could have got that. You know what? No,
Well,
it's
I
fine,
did
it's
consider
fine.
sending a
We're
dick
going
pic,
to-
but I didn't think that we should do that on the first date, but we are going to have a threesome. And Nyx is like, gross!
Why?
Come on, Lucas. Don't hang me out to dry. And maybe we can get Julia in on the action, but we can't let her dad know because her
Your
dad would chop it off.
He will kill you.
He kind of makes me carouse though, so if he wanted to join, I'd be okay with it. But I'd need to like have some hard limits because his blood crystal things, they get all hard. I don't want any of those in my body.
And Nyx is just like making this sound. Ew! Why are you like this?
I don't know.
He's your brother.
Ugh! I mean, we're not technically related, but I guess if you wanted to, you could adopt me and be my mom.
She's like, no. No. Fucking no. Lukas, shut your face. Kyler, just stop being yourself.
All right. Yeah, so anyways, the actual email is way more direct and straightforward. But the joking one's kind of fun, though, right? I did accidentally send it, though. I couldn't delete it either before she read it. She's really fast at reading emails. But she liked it. She sent back an LOL, you're cute. So, I got her number.
Great.
But right now I'm trying this thing where maybe Julie and I have a chance, and then I can't. I fucked up the French girl. I can't with the Siberian girl. And besides, she's already your biscuit. You already hit it and quit it. And I don't want to cream fill that Boston donut. You vibe?
How many food analogies are you going to make in one?
Look, I would really like to stop at Wendy's, okay? Denny's. Fucking Jack in the Box. Carl's Jr. Please. I'm emaciated.
Find you somewhere to get some food. Shut up.
He like reached back
2
and like
seconds.
starts slapping him, and he's like, "Oh God, harder, Daddy, harder!"
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. Already lost it at this point. He's like snatches his phone to get the number from her.
You gotta take and he like rolls it around and then finally shoves it in his pants. Whoa, hey, consent.
Give me the fucking number, motherfucker.
Well, now you're gonna have to touch my dick to get it.
I will literally toss you out of this car.
You will literally touch my dick to get it. All right, come on.
I said I'll toss you out of the car.
Fucking get me Wendy's and I'll let you look at my phone, okay? I'm desperate.
Nyx, please stop.
She's like, you want panda?
Speak dirty to me.
And she's like, egg rolls? 3 entree larger plate?
And he hands you his phone.
Thanks.
And so she takes the drive-through, and Kyler rolls his window down on the back, and he's like, "Evening, sweetheart. Can I get orders half the menu? Oh, by the way, I forgot my wallet." As you're pulling up to pay.
Great. Here.
Thank you.
Fucker. I'm going to get the phone number. I'm going to add it to my phone, and then I'm just going to send her a text and be like, so I don't know why he just didn't call you or something, but hey, it's me. I'm not dead.
So you email him back on Kyler's phone. Okay, also, though, roll the wits and awareness while you're in his phone.
And he's like leaning out the window ordering.
Wits and awareness. That's the right one. Cool. Dude, I'm so hungry today. I'm fucking up. I'm gonna willpower this. Oh my God, bro. So willpower roll, and it lets me roll 3 of the dice. Is that how that works?
2, because if you
2.
How many? Because okay, so your red dice replace your what am I thinking? Your black dice, right? So and the red dice are like the hunger dice. So the hungrier you are, the less willpower you can use. So
got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can only reroll 2 of these.
Yes.
All right, so I'm try this again. This time I picked 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
2 successes.
2 successes this time.
Okay. When you close out of his email, his background is his mom.
Got it.
Yeah. And so is his lock screen. It's him and his mom. And he's got like he's like making a face in the lock screen photo. It looks like it's Halloween, like his face is all painted, and like she's pretending she's like kind of looks like Bride of Frankenstein, you think? And you can't help but look in his photos. And while he's like chatting up the drive-through kid, well, older woman, you know, can't help but hitting on her. You actually see a video most recently, and you think it's like one of those like cake carrying videos. Would you like to press play?
No, I keep his privacy to him, you know?
Okay.
Oh, won't invade it.
Okay. Some of the pictures surrounding that video, you see her in a hospital bed grinning up at him. And then, you know, him taking pictures of her with no makeup on, then pictures of her with makeup on, then him with makeup on, and like the fake jewelry, and you can just imagine him getting all glamified.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes your chest squeeze.
It does.
Doesn't look like he has any siblings. Looks like it's
just him.
Just him, just her, and now it's just him. Yep. He gets
just quietly
gets his
hand
Coke,
back his phone to him.
and he slides back in, and he's like, and when he looks down at his phone and he looks at you, he's like, "Oh my god, you didn't say you were gonna look at my shit. What the fuck?"
It was happenstance. It's all good. Don't worry.
Nyx just looks at him in the rearview mirror, gives him a soft expression, and then he's like, "Shut the fuck up." And he drinks his Coke, and then he slides through a couple of his pictures, which you think are like his mom. And then randomly, in the tense silence that follows, he says, "Lukas, can we have a cat?"
Sure, buddy.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, this is the cat. And he shows you, and you see the picture zoomed in, but that's obviously his mom's hand holding this gnarly ass looking, flat-nosed, fluffy, white and gray monstrosity. So ugly. Wall eyes, crooked whiskers. That's our cat.
All right. You're feeding it, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll feed him. He's a good boy. Look how handsome he is. And he shows Nyx, and Nyx is like, wow. He's the picture of Dynasty. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Cool. So I left him at a friend's house. Can we pick him up? On our way back to... Are we going to Xirus's first? Shit. Could we stop at like a Target or something? I need to get some kitty litter.
Just drop me off. You two go take care of that.
So I can leave him at our apartment? You're cool with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, okay, cool. And the panda comes and he doesn't say whatever else he's gonna say. And Nyx is giving him the look and giving you the look, like she'll try and get more out of him on what he's doing, what he's planning. But he doesn't
I just nod.
He doesn't say anything else. He just... Panda smells of Chinese food fill the air, and he starts chowing, and then he tries to start feeding Nyx as she's driving, and she's like, "Can you fucking stop?" And he's like, "I'm just trying to be a gentleman. Come on, I could feed you mouth to mouth, but then you wouldn't be able to see out of the windshield."
Can you not while she's driving?
Come on, it's better while it's fresh. Just let me feed you. Look, I'm great at chopsticks. And she like hits the brake at a stop sign, and like the noodles go flying and slap against her windshield, and she's like, Ugh! And he's like, "You're wasting it." And he leans his body like all the way in, right in between the two of you. You can like smell his deodorant and his cologne. And he grabs the noodles and he eats them. Wasteful. And he slides back like a little snake into the back seat and continues to eat.
Oh boy.
They're your family, Lukas.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Your heart is both stressed and incredibly full in this moment.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a quick BRB because the DM has to go potty. Woo!
Big P.
And we're back. Perfect. All right. Val, are you Ben? Are you back? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish this whisper then.
It's like I'm staring at like a weird fucking evil object. It's whispering its dark thoughts into my brain.
Yeah,
A sick beat.
it's called Kyler.
It's called Kyler.
You know, honestly, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that, all honesty.
All of a sudden, you wake up in the middle of the night and just have Kyler whispers of Kyler. Panda Express noodle.
No, never.
Look at my egg roll.
Egg rolls.
I love egg rolls.
Touch my dick.
What did they say? It's like egg rolls, 3 entree platter.
Egg roll.
3 entree platter.
Like,
That's
so
so
weird.
many egg rolls.
That's not an entree though, you head ass.
Okay,
Oh shit!
reining
I
it
did not-
back in. Reining it back in.
Mm-hmm.
They drop you back off at Xirus's place. Nyx gives you her backpack that has her
Yep.
own exorcist trinkets, probably things she got from Ileana.
Mm-hmm.
And then she prepares to go take care of whatever business Kyler has with this cat. Kyler rolls
Yep.
the window down, face full of, yes, orange chicken and rice and teriyaki and shrimp and sweet fire and all sorts of things. Like literally half the menu is like almost $100 for Kyler and a little bit for Nyx, you know?
Yeah.
And he says, hey, if you try and make any crazy moves, right? Like kill anybody tonight, wait. I won't be long, okay?
I know.
I'm being... He like leans in conspirately.
I'm being serious. Like
I know you are.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
I know.
Okay,
I'll let y'all know.
cool.
So just take what you got to take care of.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. All right, Nyx, take me away in your love boat. And she's like, oh my god.
I can't be held responsible for when she kills you.
It'd be a sweet death.
Yeah.
And he just sprawls out in the back seat, kicks his legs up, and she's like, ew, you're soaking wet. And he's like, yeah, it's a good place to be, baby girl. And she's like, you're disgusting, as she drives away.
I'm gonna go find them.
All right, meanwhile, after exiting the... What was it called? The stick and wash? I can't even remember what it was called.
Stink and wash.
Stink and wash. Yeah. After exiting this stink and wash, where do you guys go? You all piled back in the car?
Yeah, we're all in the Scooby van.
You're all in the Scooby van. Jericho, Mads, Xirus, and Viola.
Xirus is driving because I explained how I almost wrecked Blythe's car. I
Good.
feel real bad.
All right.
Does anyone have like a knife or something? A pair of scissors?
I mean, yeah, I carry a pocket knife. You gonna kill someone with it?
No, but I think my appearance right now, especially as someone who's currently in the news, is not quite a good idea if I'm visible, you know, in public. Do you have a mask, Doctor?
Yes, you can find some in the glove compartment.
I pull out my pocket knife and I hand it to her. I say, I'll give you this, but only in exchange for a random fact. Me being the fact giver. You have to listen to me. in exchange for this knife.
All right.
Did you know Scotland chose the unicorn as its national animal?
Isn't it, like, no? I mean, Scotland is part of the United Kingdom, but it's not part of the United Kingdom, you know, it's its own country. So it's kind of a little tenuous how our relations are with, you know. But, thank you? And she's, like, she's trying to cut, like, bits of her hair off as this is happening. Like, the purple part off. And she's just, like, looking at him like, I don't, what?
I'm real good at cutting hair. I could help you with that. I just gotta have to climb in the back to help you. He, like, ruffles his own hair. Did it myself. It actually looks not amazing, but, you know, there it is.
I think I'm fine, Jericho, thank you.
Oh,
but
all right,
if I do...
just thought I'd offer.
You know what, though? If I do need your help, because I might need some help on the other side, I'll let you know.
Will do. He'll wink and turn back around in his seat.
Alright, so she cuts off, like, as much of the purple as she can. So it's kind of like, it's very asymmetrical. And she puts on the mask. And she just has her head down and looks down as much as possible.
Okay, you feel, once you have that, like, you know, basic medical mask on, like the ones we wore during the vids outbreak, you feel as disguised as possible with what you have, anyways.
We should swap outfits.
Jericho starts undressing.
He sure does. In the front seat and everything.
Listen, I think your proportions are a little, you know, different than mine. I mean, I think it might be a little tight in some areas. And also,
are you talking about the fact that my girl Blythe has no boobs?
Not actually that. It was more about the waist, you know, because, you know, I can just adjust this shirt so it's open.
Oh, she's
like I'm wearing it right now.
We have a tiny waist. What do you mean? We are itty bitty.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I'm a little more.
Oh, got it. Well, you can at least wear the jacket.
All right, and so she gives her leather jacket to you, to Jericho.
Oh, I like
really
this.
Nice. It's a really nice leather jacket. Like, it's one of the few things she has. Just be careful with it. It's a brand name, you know. Latest, you know, Louis Vuitton. It's one of the only things I have with me.
Louis Carbuncle, gotcha.
You know what? Right. Excellent. Anyways, Mr. now Ashen Louis Carbuncle, are we going to, I feel like we were going to do something else. Visit Sloane.
At this point, Dr. Fletcher is, like, at a stoplight, watching some cars go past, is, like, the quick exchange is happening. And it's mostly just, like, over jackets and whatnot. Where do you take them, Xirus, and what do you say to Viola's question?
Oh, I'm driving? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we established last time that you're driving. Normally, Blythe does the driving, but Jericho doesn't drive like Blythe does.
I think normally Xirus doesn't drive either, though. Is that what we established?
Yeah, Xirus has a driver, but you were driving and it wasn't so good.
So you need to roll a dexterity and a drive.
I remember this.
I don't remember that. Okay. I don't know what is our next where we intended before. I don't remember.
We had no intention, but that's why Viola's asking you.
Oh. Okay. Well, is there any I know we have lots of plans. Is there any place we would like to split up, or shall we head back to the hospital?
I'm worried if we split up, how will a group of us get back?
Rideshare. Blythe's got this app on her phone. I was seeing what it does. It's called Lyft. I guess it's all about, like, getting rides.
Viola looks at Mads. I'm like, she says, "Do you have this Lyft thing on you? Because this is not my phone, clearly, and I'm kind of short on cash money."
Well, if anything, we couldn't just wait in the car. We have a lot to do, right?
Yeah.
Mads, your phone bings with a text.
She answers it.
You see it's from Vice. And it just says, "Call me."
Without hesitation, she hits the call button in the top corner.
Mads, darling. Where are you?
In a vehicle.
Perfect. Is there room for me?
Yes?
Great. He mouths off an address. Can you come collect me here? And you hear in the background, "Get back in the car, Vice!" And he's like, "Not riding with you if you're going to be rude. So, I'm going to ride with someone who loves me. Okay?
Oh.
Thank you. Please hurry. I'm walking swiftly. I may be somewhere else, but
Just stop moving and stay where you are until...
no, because then
Hold
he'll
on a
catch
second.
me. I'm going to start running. He's running. We're running.
Then turn on your phone, the GPS. Do you remember how to do that?
Hold on, I have to jump a fence.
Oh, for God's sake.
And you just hear, and you hear, oh, hello.
As I hear this, yes, I'm not driving. The doctor's driving. Give me a second, okay? Tell him the address. I put him on speaker.
You have as long as you need, and you can just hear him running. And you hear someone in the background shouting, telling him, "Get back here!" And he's like, "None of you are going to be mean. I refuse."
Cyrus, we need to pick up Vice before we do anything else. Here's the address, but he's running. I don't know where he's going. We may have to drive around. Just...
Viola sends a text to Cadell. "How are the children?"
He sends back a negative face, like a thumbs down.
Viola chuckles to herself. She puts her phone away.
He does a U-turn, starts headed towards
Okay.
the direction.
All right, go ahead and roll a. I wish I had like. Hold on, I have some funny music for this scene.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll a drive and dexterity, unless you already did.
Is this an SUV, by the way, or a car?
I think we're in a van, isn't that?
Okay, so there's going to be like 2 rows of seats. Okay, just checking that there's a front. Usually if it's one of those vans, usually there's the middle seats and then there's the back seats.
Right.
Right? And then there's the 2 front seats.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so just checking.
I only have dex. I don't have any drive.
Go ahead and
only
roll.
have a driver.
That's okay.
I think you got to turn right there! That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Isn't
That's
that
3
three
successes. Yeah, like that's good.
Yeah, he doesn't like this. He doesn't like that he's driving, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, you see Vice, and he is like running across someone's lawn, and Lazarus is hot on his tails. He still has his phone. He's like, "Oh, is that you?" And he like rushes out into the street.
Oh, for God's sake. Pull over the car, Xirus, please. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
And just as you're pulling over, he gets the GPS to work, and it bings on your phone. He's like, "I got it," as you step out. Not as old as I may be. Or seem. Uh-huh. Right, and he looks in, he gets in, and Lazarus is like clenching his fists at his side, and he's no longer running, he's just fast walking.
Are you getting in too?
There's still more room.
You see-
I'm like leaning out the window.
You see Kadal just walking. The lights of the street are like flickering and then blowing up as he's stepping underneath them because he doesn't know how to fucking drive.
Mads is just standing outside the vehicle. Her eyes just kind of like watching them and then blinking, just like just sitting there being like, we have so many things to do and I'm thinking way too many things and I don't even know how to. I have no words.
Viola is seriously shaking her head and facepalming, and she's like, "Good lord, I thought these are the ones in charge. These are our elders."
Correct. I am
Fucking
absolutely in
Christ.
charge, and I refuse to be treated as if I am not an expensive slut. I don't like it. Now, Xirus, would you like me to drive? And Lazarus says,
Vice, just come back to the car.
not until you apologize.
What did he do now?
Who are you asking?
Anyone.
Asking Vice? Or-
I'm standing, looking at them both. What did he do now is literally whoever answers. Mads knows that most likely both of them are being ridiculous. So in general, she's asking, what did he do now?
Vice is giving Lazarus a look like, yeah, what did you do now, rude ass?
Mads looks at Vice.
And he softens his expression like, what? Like he's innocent. No one answers. It's just like a standoff. And Kadal is just ever looming closer.
When I left, I asked you to put aside whatever grievances there were and just work together. And you couldn't even do that.
Lazarus
For me?
shakes his head. He says,
We got half of what we needed to do done. Already. Sealed and set away. He is insufferable.
Or perhaps your level of patience just isn't enough. If your work is not done, Vice, then I suggest you go back.
only if he apologizes.
How about you both apologize to each other?
Fine. Lazarus,
What?
I'm
Like that
very
idea.
sorry.
And mean it.
I do mean it.
Don't lie to me, Vice.
I'm not lying. I mean
I
it with every...
see you.
Fuck you, Lazarus Kane. You're a piece of shit, and I'm absolutely upset. I wish I could punch that expression off your face. Gouge out your eyes. Is that better?
That doesn't sound like an apology. Have apologies changed in my recent development of a person?
Perhaps it was a bad idea to leave you together.
Lazarus is grinning.
And you. Mad stares at Lazarus.
Lazarus, he's got that kind of an evil smirk, and he says,
At least you can be honest now, Vars. Why don't we just settle it on the side of the road, away from eyes?
and Kadal at this point is like in the car sitting next to Viola. Like he's just like, okay, we're all together now.
Viola will just like kind of like lean into him just like ever so slightly. She's very like tsundere, like I'm glad, like in her head she's like, I'm really glad you're here because goddamn these fucking kids.
Yeah, he just puts a gloved hand on like your knee for a minute to squeeze and then folds his arm and watches the theatrics. Oh, Vice. Lazarus admits he didn't want to involve any of you, but he doesn't feel he owes an apology for speaking the truth. And then Vice retorts, well, you don't need to insult my fashion, my hair, my age, people I love. You don't need to insult them. It's rude.
So we've resorted to personal insults. How
Lazarus
childish.
clenches and unclenches his fist like he has a hard time communicating in general. And finally, he gets out, I just said I did not agree.
In so many words.
That is all I said. I did not agree. The tone of voice, the lackluster expression. I know you. I know your mind was.
And Lazarus just sighs deeply. And then finally, his last little piece of patience. And he apologizes to everyone in the car, but he apologizes specifically to Xirus. As in a flash, he is reaching in, grabbing Vice, pulling him out by the arm, and then pulling him away. He does say back to Mads O'Shea, I will not hurt him. And Vice is just like, unhand me! Unhand me! This is rude! You can't just take what you want! And they disappear into some foliage. And Kadal gets out of the van, shuts the door, after giving his little squirrel a pat on the shoulder, nodding at Xirus, and just casually walks after them. What do you guys do?
Oh no! I wanted to tell them about how you're only allowed, you have to have more than one guinea pig in Switzerland. Did you know that? You're not allowed to have only one. And I feel like that's really important for people to know.
That's an interesting fact, Jericho.
Yeah.
Viola just keeps looking in Cadell's direction. Kind of like I kind of miss you. But she actually does. But just looks. Just stays quiet.
Are they gonna be okay? Like, are they gonna be able to work together, or is this gonna? That seems thick. Like I could cut it with a chainsaw.
Roll an intelligence and an insight, Mads.
Hold on, let me get my dice. Sorry, Mads is feeling a lot of things right now. She's like, the patience level is there, but also not. What did you say? Intelligence and insight?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for anything that requires motives or emotional state?
Motives.
No? Okay. So do I get a bonus for that one?
Yeah, I'll give you an extra dice bonus.
Okay. Ooh, beautiful. That is a crit and 3 successes. So that is 7 successes total.
Past your thinly veiled patience, you wonder if Vice is doing this petulance on purpose to trigger a human reaction in Lazarus. Hard to say.
Hold on. Interesting. Okay. Now my brain's moving. can I still communicate with Lazarus as him and I have shared blood?
You can sense some emotional vestiges from him, should you choose to focus. But outright, speaking into his mind, I think you have to rouse your blood, depending on the discipline you're using.
Okay. It would most likely be Auspex. The last time we did that, we did share the senses and scry the soul, and I now have telepathy as well.
So, if you use telepathy, yeah, you can speak with him as well.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, let me see what.
So it says within eyesight, though, of a mortal, but I don't know if there's an exception because we've shared blood. That's what I was just wondering.
Slight exception because Mads O'Shea is Mads O'Shea.
Okay, then let's do that.
So go ahead and roll. And then while you're doing that, Xirus,
Yes.
what do you do? Are you gonna wait here? Or do you want to drive away?
If they're done having their tantrum, and looks like everyone's back in the car, yes, he would drive away.
Is Mads back in the car?
Yep. As soon as Kadal got out, she climbed back in, buckled herself up. That is 6 successes.
Okay. So roll another dexterity and drive.
Oh no.
So just Dex. 2.
It's pretty smooth ride, actually. Very, very smooth. All right. Anything for Jericho or Viola?
For Viola, she would probably turn to Mads and be like, "It's settled then. Can we continue on with our evening?"
Of course. I apologize for the delay.
Sorry. All right, fair.
What, Natalie?
I said sorry, I was muted. My apologies. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go for it.
Oh, only if you're done. I'll wait till you're done. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm good. I just Viola just wanted to be like, "We good?"
Okay, I was gonna say sorry. Jericho, unless he is told otherwise, he finds a radio station to listen to and sings along with whatever he finds.
Okay.
Otherwise, nothing really important.
We need an example, Jericho.
Huh? No? What?
Yeah, you gotta sing a song. You gotta act it out. You can't just sit there and pretend.
Yeah, I can. We're playing pretend right now.
This is real life. What do you mean?
Are you gonna sing? You want me to sing?
What? No, I'm not gonna sing.
Okay,
It's
fine.
fine.
Never
I
gonna
was
la la la. And never gonna ba 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 da da ba 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 da da ba ba.
Is this real life or is this just fantasy? And he never finishes the song.
Yeah, he just flips.
He listens to like maybe a minute and then changes it to the next channel.
Oh,
You know the rules, and so do I.
Oh my goodness.
He's like super belting and then is like, nah, I wasn't feeling that one.
Lol. Okay.
Jericho.
Go ahead, Cyrus.
Yeah, he says Jericho.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what? You had something you want to listen to?
Please keep it down. I'm trying to drive.
Oh. I mean,
he's like, you can see he's like really attentive and holding the wheel with both hands. Like he's just like
super hard.
Yeah, he's not comfortable. He doesn't like this. He's normally he's normally writing and taking that time to like it. It's part of it is he doesn't like that he can't multitask well, which he normally does when you're driving. Like he's very active, actively like multitasking, messaging, all that stuff. And right now he's just like, all I can do is drive, and it's been a while, but okay, I'm trying to focus. Please keep it down.
Gotcha. I see bad moon rising.
That's all I have to say.
Okay. All right, Mads, with your 6. I'm going to speak / share the senses. There is a wellspring of conflicting emotions as you tap into Lazarus's mind. For him, he's here in the modern age, but he's also a kid all over again. And his dumb best friend getting offended by dumb things, choosing just eclectic and strange choices, embarrassing him. It's all reminisce, nostalgic, heavy. And you hear Lazarus say, "You are doing this on purpose." And Vice grin and say, "Is it working? Do you remember me? You? Us?" And when he says you, he touches the center of Lazarus's chest, which Lazarus then backs up and says, "I don't want to. I don't want to remember. But you should, Lazarus. You were my best friend." You say anything, Mads?
It's okay to remember. It's okay to feel, Lazarus.
He clenches and suddenly leans and whispers over his shoulder, but Vice can still hear him. He says,
It doesn't mean he's forgiven.
That's okay too. But it's okay to feel. To remember.
here's the part of video game where you have the option to help him remember something good, if you would like to try.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you are going to roll... Let me look at your disciplines. So it is going to be Auspex. You're going to try and scry...
The soul?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Or dominate, which will then push the thought to the forefront, making him unable to resist thinking of it.
I think I'd want to coerce him to
Okay.
remember rather
That'll-
than force him to.
Okay, and that'll be scry the soul.
Okay.
So you're going to be rolling Auspex.
Yes.
And-
And can I my blood wounds?
No, not for this.
Okay.
But
try.
what you can add, sorry, I'm
Yes.
messing with your character sheet. What you can add is your charisma.
Oh, do I? Okay, I have enough dice for this. Okay. That's a lot of fucking dice. All right. Holy shit. 10 successes.
Okay. Ugh. He only got 5 to resist you. Ugh. Okay. Since you're
Math.
sharing his senses, you feel the memory. It spreads out like melted ice cream over a hot plate of apple pie. Surprisingly, it isn't one from their mortal days. This is after they've changed. The first time Lazarus tried to kill Vice, but he couldn't. And Vice staked him. You feel the stake in your chest as Lazarus is just in this animalistic position, and Vice is using him as a chair, and in his hand he's got a slice of pumpkin pie, not apple, but pumpkin, that he's eating. Vice is bleeding all over, and Lazarus is bleeding all over, and around them in this air hangar, it's a good memory, it's raining, and Vice is just talking in the memory. Just casually. Reminiscing. Remember the time that we, that I convinced you to, pick up the scorpion and put it in the bouffant? That was funny. Well, what about the time that we used wine to paint your father's carriage? And you thought it was wood stain. Or what about the time we slipped the sleeping potion in your dad's midnight glass of warm milk? Remember that? That was funny. And then we went out and swam in the lake. What happened to us, Lazarus Kane? Where did we go? And how very far can we go? Is this really going to be us? Forever and ever? You'll never beat me, Lazarus. You don't have it in you to murder. None of us do. Even I don't. And you know that. You've always known that. I'll apologize to you forever, my friend, and I will carry this burden forever. And I wish I could change it. And I'm looking for a way to change it, Lazarus. I'm looking. And I think I'm close. If I can find a way to make amends, to fix what I've done, then maybe you don't have to walk this destructive path anymore. And you could just live your own life. You have an eternity. And then in the memory, the Laz, like, you can feel him straining against the torpor, like, fuck you, I want you to die, but he can't move anything. And Vice in the memory stands up, and you see that he's got this huge wound, and you remember taking the propeller off of a Cessna and cutting him with it, and you're like, oh god, wow, Lazarus is very strong. But Vice is very fast, and God, he's so good at acting and playing on the parts of your soul that just, and I say yours, but they're Lazarus's soul that are just hidden. The human pieces of him that he's tried to scatter like ash on the wind. Vice is very good at finding them and then putting them together in the same jar, putting them on display. But as Vice is moving away in the memory, there's just a feeling that washes over you. When Vice comes back and he kneels and he has that book that you and Blythe destroyed, and he starts showing
Lazarus. Lazarus is afraid for his friend, for the choices, the branching path between being a derelict and full-on abomination. But Vice explains, if I can reach beyond, I will, and I'll bring him back, one way or another. I've actually met someone who can assist me, an elder vampire, one of our kind, though he's going to require a bit. But don't worry, you won't pay anything. Nothing. I'll get your boy back to you. I promise. Or I'll be destroyed trying. And then either way, you'll have a gift. Life or death. It works out in your favor. Because I can't say this to many of our kind, Lazarus, but you are the only family I have ever had. I suspect maybe you're the only family I ever will have, unless I get lucky enough to find someone willing to put up with my antics. But I love you, my friend, and I always have. Now, when you wake, I'll be long gone. I'm sorry I have to bury you, but I need to keep you safe from the sun. You're strong. You'll work your way out. And Vice gives Lazarus a hug. And then you watch the vision as Vice is digging and singing and talking to Lazarus the entire 6 feet down. And then he finally rolls Lazarus in, buries him enough, puts some weights on him, cuts him a little more so he bleeds a little more so that he's pretty weak, but not enough that he can't get out of the torpor, leaves a blood bag in the ground for him to find to get strong, and then pulls a stake out and finishes burying him. And for some reason, that's a good memory for Lazarus. He just really likes that memory. It's just something about it resonates with him. And you can feel his embarrassment. Yes, that you have just seen that. But there is also, Mads, a layer of intense intimacy. And depending on what you say, should you choose the right option, you think he may approve. And if he approves, then maybe he gets to roll. And maybe humanity's on the table. So the ball's in your court, Shrek or Sly. What does Mads O'Shea say to him?
Just give me a second to stop crying. All of these memories, Lazarus Kane, they make you who you are. And even though you've fought to bury them, to hide them from yourself, to only see yourself as a beast, don't you see that you are so much more? Don't you see that even though there is pain, you are loved, cherished. You are more than the animal inside. You are a man. a heart. With feelings. With fear. With kindness. You are more. Even your oldest friend sees this. And I see it too. It's okay to feel. And it's okay to remember.
My Discord went really wacky for a second. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, just sorry. So
I was really concerned.
sorry. It was just
Okay,
like
but it wasn't.
sorry.
But it changed, and I was like, oh, did I fuck up? Oh shit.
Keep going, keep going.
Okay, serious.
And amidst all of this, Lazarus, I see you. Not the beast, but every part that you have hidden away. Every part you have ripped from your very soul. I see you.
Okay, roll a persuasion. And a charisma.
4 successes.
Okay. As you're talking, Vice is watching him, and he gets this sly smile. You think that's why he texted you to call him, not just continued texting you. He suddenly closes the distance, and he holds his old friend. And the contact makes Laz stiffen like a cat. You feel his claws extend, his body call on the blood, ready to rip, to tear. And
And
it's
just keeps whispering, it's okay.
and slowly and surely he lets go. He lets go. And he falls to his knees. And Vice carries him down to the grass. And you hear him whisper, as he holds the only man he's ever considered family.
When this is all over, if you still want to kill me, I'll let you. I promise. But if you want to be with my daughter, then you and I cannot have this feud. We have lived long enough, my friend. Put it aside. Bear it a little longer.
Lazarus screams. He grabs the front of Vice's dress coat and shirt, and he screams at his face, at the sky. All around him, the ground begins to ash and die. The trees covered in frost as his pain manifests itself in a supernatural event.
the bitter cold reaches the street, and it actually blasts Kadal's hair out and over his left shoulder. But he's impressed. He knew the smallest kindred among them was up to something. How funny that simple, childish antics would make Lazarus feel something. And here you are, chat and players. Kadal wonders what it would feel like. And he reaches up with a gloved hand to touch the center of his chest. What would humanity feel like for someone as old as him? Strange that he would yearn for something more than power. And we're going to take our second bathroom break right there. Back. All right. Inside the van. Inside the van. Xirus is driving. Xirus seems to have a destination in mind. Mads?
Yes.
After watching the scene, do you withdraw from his senses?
I would leave one last thought to him and just say, if or when you need me, just call. I will find you.
The feelings that are returned to you are uncomfortable and new. He's never had someone to call on. But still, you leave it submerged, a seed planted. Something the both of you will have to discover. And as you leave that withdrawing, you return to the here and the now. Jericho, what song are you jamming to right now?
Oh, I think he is singing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine." But I think he's changing the words to whatever color the van is. And says van. I imagine it's black. I don't know. We all live in a black van. Cyrus is the driver. Oh, that is not the song anymore. I'm sorry. You know, I don't know this one as well. Let's next station.
Right.
Oh, don't fear the Reaper. This is a good one.
Any roleplay?
I can sing why.
Any roleplay in the van? Other than Jericho little singing?
Just Cyrus's tense grip and very focused driving.
If anyone would like to roll a wits and insight, I can give you all insights on each other to...
Yeah. Because I was gonna ask, like, if we could see like Mads just like zoning out right now, or like if we could tell, Because Viola has her own thoughts. Oh, wits, awareness. Okay, well, what do we have to roll for that one?
All of
Wits
you
and
would
insight?
roll wits and insights.
Ooh,
Thank
I'm
you.
good at that.
Me too.
Do I get to roll?
Yep, you all get a roll on each other. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right.
Very nice.
Dude. Very nice. Nice.
Oh shit!
What?
I just dropped something. It's okay. Shh.
I got a 5.
I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have a 5 too.
Okay, Mads, what'd you get?
I also have a 5.
Cool. All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Sweet.
Everyone.
Hell yeah. All right, Xirus Fletcher. You want me to describe it,
Yeah.
or would you like to?
Go for it.
Okay, we gotta change the music. Change it the music. The way Xirus is gripping the steering wheel betrays an interior tragedy. His movements, it is beyond just uncomfortable driving because he's actually good. He obeys all the laws. But for you, Xirus, when a simple sedan that matches the color of the car she was in, you can't help but inhale sharply. As the car comes out into the intersection, there is a woman behind the wheel. Her hair is dark. Her expression stern. And all you can imagine is the phone call. Your little girl in the back seat was the only survivor. With a 5, all 3 of the other occupants in the car, plus Mr. Wednesday, are excruciatingly aware of the way Xirus tracks the little yellow, kind of a gold sedan. And the sadness behind his eyes. A longing that just hits differently.
I think he would have been at a street light when it turned green, and he would have. You guys would have noticed, probably, especially that he almost like didn't. He's like hasn't realized it turned green. Absent-minded.
It's green, Dr. Fletcher.
Oh, right. Starts driving off. Okay. So or come in close to Sloan's. Was going to go in and talk to her.
Probably someone that knows her should be good, right? Who knows her?
I think Mads and I can take the lead on this one.
The only thing is, Viola, you're trying to hide.
All the more reason she'll want to sneak me away into the back of her office.
Unless she turns you in.
Yeah, I mean, do you know this Sloan person? Like, are they gonna... Like, can you trust them?
I don't think you can trust anybody. But I have ways to... I think we can take her. Shouldn't be a problem.
She liked you.
Yeah, a little bit, you could say, but I guess everybody likes a rose until they get to grab the thorns.
I like those little mini roses. They're real cute. Especially the yellow ones.
Hey, Jericho,
Yeah.
do you know the meaning of the colors behind flowers?
Xirus, this just makes your heart clench a little harder because that was something your wife always talked about.
I know only what Blythe knows. She doesn't know a lot, but she recently actually started learning about it.
Do you want a fact?
I would
To
love
add
a
to your
fact. Yeah.
Yellow roses are known as symbols of friendship, celebrating the love between friends.
He
Xirus,
smiles.
you can add in, it means I care.
Oh, yeah. There. Knows I mean, there. You care.
Oh, wow. Huh. Go figure. That'd be my favorite one.
And then he says and then Xirus, you know that yellow flowers that are tinged in red at the tips are meant to mean that you're falling in love.
I mentioned that too.
And then burgundy, not quite red, not quite violet, means unity, together forever. And your arm tingles where your tattoo is of her birthday and the rose that represents her.
Yeah.
So with the 5, you all watch Dr. Fletcher lean over, squeeze his forearm just a bit. He always wears his sleeves pretty low. It's when he reaches over and he grips it. You're all like, You also noticed that Mads, obviously if you weren't Mads, you noticed that she was quiet, as if lost in her own thoughts. So, you have maybe 10 blocks before Sloane's if you have any more roleplay.
Then what does white mean? What does pink mean?
Roses or color?
Color.
Well, I mean, if we think that yellow roses in particular mean all the things, as Cyrus once said, yellow meant happiness and joy. Something like red, romance, passion, rage, aggression. Blue, wisdom, freedom, and sadness.
Yeah.
And purple, mystery, magic, attraction, illusion, deception. And orange, enthusiasm, youthfulness, energetic, and desolation, ruin. Mads just kind of looks out the window.
I guess that's why a rainbow exists. Because life is made more than just one color, huh?
Yeah.
Where there's darkness, where there's light. Life is funny that way. My mother
Alright.
likes...
No, please, Miss Viola, go ahead.
Never mind, it's silly.
No, you were gonna talk about your mama. I'd be happy to hear that.
We didn't have much. We grew up very poor. But my mother liked flowers. We couldn't always afford them. But it's just funny. I think I understand her why she bought blue ones now. Always wanted freedom from the life. But it is what it is, I guess. Some flowers just never bloom.
It also means tranquility. Perhaps she felt peace. Isn't that right, Doctor?
Oof.
Yes. Yes, that's right. That's correct.
Jericho, I have a question.
I have an answer, Miss Mads. Let's see if they match.
Do you know if Blythe was ever able to see someone's aura? Color that surrounded them, their energy, their... maybe not their emotions, but just who they were. You've been with her long enough.
You know, I feel like she was more in tune with that before her change. I feel like she's a little bit lost touch with it, but yeah, she definitely could. I don't know if she still can, but she definitely used to.
Would you try?
I mean,
If one did it before, they can do it again, surely.
I mean, sure. What would you like?
What do you see?
When I look at
When you
who?
look at me, when you look at any of us, what do you see? Open your eyes, Jericho. What do you see?
He gets real thoughtful. Probably the most serious look you guys have ever seen in your short time knowing him. Well, I don't feel a singular for any of you. You're all feel like a mixing pot for sure. You, Mads, you are quite the array of colors. Actually, I think that's probably why Miss Blythe felt a kinship. You know, there's definitely there's a passion there. There is love, but there is also sadness, but also peace. definitely curiosity. And Miss Viola over here, you're a lot of reds, but there's some other colors trying to peek out. But definitely a lot of red. Hopefully that'll start to change. Dr. Fletcher over here, well, I definitely see... Well, you're like this conglomeration of like blue, black, like gray. But that's all good. I mean, good thing. I mean, the sad part, not so much. But like your sophistication and intelligence, and like you've got this daddy kind of wisdom about you. Not just the doctor wisdom, the daddy wisdom. It's different, you know. But yeah.
All right, Jericho, roll a. I'll look at your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wits and occult. Gonna roll that.
Wits and occult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wits, occult. Seven. With a critical
roll an intelligence.
and 3 successes.
Roll an intelligence and aspects.
Intelligence and aspects. Alright, that's this and this. Oh, that's a 3.
Okay. All right. As you were describing and looking, and you feel the presence to push to see.
All right. Definitely.
You hear Mads's voice. What do you see, Jericho? What do you see, Jericho? And you really look, and you dive deep, and you reach into a part of you that is Malkavian. And the vision that sweeps over you is twisted. Everyone's jaw in the car hangs askance, and all around you, instead of other vehicles, chariots, the riders of which have no heads, and they are run by undead, zombified horses. The car feels as if it is speeding forward, propelled by a gasoline. I almost want to say jet-powered for Jericho. It's quite a ride. You imagine, Jericho, this is what it would feel like if Disneyland didn't have any brakes, and you were seated atop a really, 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 really very high slope on a roller coaster, and it just lets go of the track. And then you hear the skittering in the back of your mind, and you see pressed up against the window a shadow. And then the laughter and the voice. Wednesdays certainly are
the best day.
Also, Macabre, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hey, we're doing some Vampire the Masquerade. Catch all our previous episodes on YouTube. I'm a storyteller, Void Doll. Let me tell you a horror story. Jericho. Wednesday taps on the window and he motions for you to roll it down. And you hear the voice. Again, what do you see? And Mr. Wednesday responds to that voice, his breath fogging up the sedan's windows with its heat.
I'll show y'all what to see, Jericho. All you gotta do is roll the window down. All you gotta do is roll the window down.
What would you like to do?
I mean, the player does not want to roll the window down. Gosh, Jericho. Has Jericho, can I ask a little bit about his relationship with Mr. Wednesday? Has it always been on good terms, or is there an unease between them at all?
Jericho's never directly spoken to Mr. Wednesday. He's always a presence, a lurking, a darkness at the back of the spine, tickling the small hairs on the neck, waiting.
Why don't you roll the window down, Jericho?
Now, Mr. Wednesday, I would like to maybe roll this window down, because I am curious. But he looks around at the people in the vehicle with him, despite their current kind of grotesque imagery. But these new friends of mine that I would like to keep, they don't, this one particular nods at Mads, doesn't seem to really like you. And I feel like it would be not polite. It would be rude of me to welcome you into a space with someone who is uncomfortable with you.
Open the fucking window!
He tilts his head and looks at Mr. Wednesday.
You feel the car shake, and everyone in it. Suddenly, Jericho's eyes roll into the back of his head, and the entire car lurches to the side. And it wasn't your driving, Xirus. Just... And you hear Wednesday again, open the fucking window!
You can't make me.
I can make you do a whole hell of a lot.
And
Clearly right now you can't.
this shadow shifts, and the car screeches to the other side. All right, Coterie. Each of you are going to get a chance to do something, starting with Mads. Jericho is completely unplugged from his body. In fact, his tongue is beginning to loll out. Everyone's going to get a chance to act.
I think the first thing Mads would do in order to protect the safety of those in the car would reach out her hand and touch the doctor's shoulder, like in a panicked way, hoping that he just can understand, because she can't put the words together to be like, pull the fuck over. Oh, we're gonna die. Pull the fuck over. So she just reaches out her hand and touches his shoulder, and she is going to she notices that Jericho is like struggling, and she is going to sense the unseen.
Okay? All around the car. An entity. Swirling. Running side by side with the vehicle. There is an aggression and a thirst for death. Your beast panics. You feel that same rising as earlier when you very first witnessed Mr. Wednesday. If you continue with Sense the Unseen, you will need to make a frenzy check. The choice is yours. You are not too far gone to the fear yet.
I think she's going to close her eyes. And rather than look at Mr. Wednesday, simply speak to him. Hello, Mr. Wednesday.
He doesn't respond.
Let him go. Mr. Wednesday, today is not Wednesday. It is not the best day of the week.
Okay.
You do not belong here. Let him go.
Go ahead and roll a manipulation and add your dominance to it. Let's do your
Mads is also reaching out and grabbing Viola's hand. She still has her hand on, she still has one hand on Xirus's shoulder, and she's squeezing it, and she's reaching out her hand to touch Viola as well, and grabbing onto her leg and squeezing her knee. As almost she's trying to hold herself back. And you want me to roll dominate and what, sorry?
So if you're gonna try and do and push, you're gonna need to roll the discipline dominate. Okay. You're gonna need to enforce your will.
Yes.
Something like mesmerize may help, and yes, for this you can rouse the blood. If you would like to roll a rouse check.
Rouse check.
Mm-hmm. And then after you make this roll, okay, so your hunger does not increase. Go ahead and roll. You're doing the dominate discipline and your manipulation.
And what does the rouse check do? What does that add for me?
So
is that blood potency or what is that?
Correct. So it doesn't increase your hunger. If you succeed, it doesn't make you hungrier.
Okay. And then I can add my blood potency to the roll.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you said manipulation and dominate?
Yes.
Okay. Good thing my blood potency is so nice right now.
And everybody's going to be basically going at the same time.
Do you want everyone else to go and I can tell you my roll afterwards, or what's?
No, go ahead and roll, and then I'll move to the next member.
Okay, that is 8 successes.
Okay, 8. Damn, very good, very good, very, very, very good. All right, Viola.
Blood potency.
What are you doing?
You said Lala for a moment. So she's grabbing. So she hears that it's Mr. Wednesday. She hears that at the same time that she's being grabbed and everything. So Viola squeezes her. She takes Mad's hand, which is unusual, and squeezes it. And she squeezes Jericho, and she's like, "Jericho, it's time to wake up now, please." And she uses entrancement.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Trying to...
We're here for you.
So your presence fills the sedan's interior. Okay, so go ahead and roll.
I failed a rouse check.
Good, so you rouse your blood, so you're hungrier. Sweet, you're now at hunger 3. It's a little scary.
No, I'm a hunger 4, actually.
You're at 4?
Oh, that's a lot bit scary.
No.
A lot
no.
No, it says new hunger 3.
You're at hunger 3. If you're at 4, then you're just on the tip of, you don't want to be at 4. You should definitely feed as soon as you fucking can. That being said, go ahead and roll your presence.
Oh, I hate that I failed that. Okay. All right, presence. It's gonna be, because it's entrancement, charisma, and presence. Okay. This is scary, guys. She is very, very, very hungry. All right.
Don't roll poor, or you're likely to go for anyone's neck in the van. And let's
I
not go.
know.
Let's not go for the driver.
That's not. All right. So I do.
Be me. I'm beside her. She's gonna eat me alive. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yep. Fine, everybody. This is a wholesome game. Okay, and then question: How do I get? Where's presence in here?
It's the top of your
Why
discipline.
can't I find it? Okay. Check the Macticura.
So this is discipline. The very first one, presence. All of those dots.
Okay, so I add that to my charisma dice then.
Correct. Right. And then you also add your blood
Roll.
potency because you roused. You called on the blood.
Charisma. All right, I think I did this right. I'm not sure. I might have not done this right. Oh, god damn it. I added 2 charisma. Sorry. Let me do that, I guess. Oh, that's not a bad roll either. Fuck me. Submit. God damn it. 1, 2, 3. It should be 9 dice. I might have done this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. I don't know why it's rolling 10. Oh, no. That's fine. That's 8. 1, 2. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 2 normal successes, and then 2 critical successes.
That's 6, right? Because 2 crits
Yes.
is 4, and then
Correct.
5 and 6. Yeah.
Correct. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one that I rolled. So the one that you rolled is 8 successes. If that's
Okay.
correct.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's not correct. Because there's 2 more than there should be.
Because you need 9 dice. My roll
Yeah.
only rolled 8. So click charisma.
You want me to roll
Secondary
over here?
attribute none. Submit. Dice pool modifier.
Okay, charisma, submit, and then dice pool modifier none.
It's the plus of your presence.
Right, and that is
Mm-hmm.
right. Jesus Christ, I had more than I thought then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 successes and then 2 crits.
Okay, so 7.
Mhm.
Okay, and this is entrancement to pull Jericho out. All right,
6, 8.
and we're
Yep.
gonna wrap around Xirus. What do you do?
He will, in a quick panic, try to pull over.
Does that merit a roll, in your opinion?
Hmm?
Does that merit a roll? You think you're gonna need a roll?
Yeah, I think with the clenching crab hand of
Doom.
of meds and just the sudden shock of the car swerves. Yeah, he would. I think it would. 3 successes.
Okay, you do manage to pull up onto the curb, barely missing pedestrians and a couple other vehicles.
He's gripping on. He's just. Okay. Mats, what's going on?
He's here again.
You hear the sound of a nail, and it's not unlike the tip of a screwdriver slicing into the side of your van. And then you out of the corner of your eye, Xirus, but right in front of you, Mads, you see the crack on the windshield. As it spiders, slowly splitting the windshield. When Jericho comes to, it is in a daze. Roll a rouse check, Jericho.
Success.
Okay. The encounter has pushed Blythe to the surface.
She looks around. What on earth is happening?
Blythe?
Mads?
Viola just hugs Blythe. And
You're in
she's
the-
just
you're
and
behind
she
her,
just
right?
She's in the front seat.
yeah, she literally hugs you from behind and just starts, and she's just like that sense of relief.
I'm real confused. What's going on? I
As you talk, frost on the windows begins to grow. Beautiful fractal patterns blooming like flowers.
seems like a bad situation I have come conscious to.
And
Let's see.
A tap, tap, tap. Like a knock. Asking for the door to be opened.
Do not open anything. I promise, Blythe, I will explain. Someone will explain, but not right now. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, that's fine.
How long do you wait?
I'm gonna sense the unseen again.
I would also like to sense the unseen.
Are you gonna say that you're sensing the unseen? Like, are you gonna announce it?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna say it out loud?
Yep, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna try and see what's happening, because I feel like
Blythe,
there's a
listen.
presence.
Blythe, listen to me. I have seen the presence, and I... Don't do it. Don't do it, okay?
Okay.
Just... I'm afraid for you.
All right.
Or at least if you really want to, just... have some backup.
Well, I got you for that, don't I?
I don't know how else to help you.
All right.
Last, I can't help but feel responsible because the last time... The last time I tried to help you is when all of this began. Or I guess became something we noticed.
Okay. Well, I
sent you a message, by the way.
Oh, I never have that open when I'm actively playing. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm down to help. Whatever I can do to help. I want to help. I don't know what's happening, but I'm here to help.
Surrounding this car, Blythe, is an entity, something dark. Not worldly. And it is evil.
Like a spirit? Or something greater? She looks real serious.
The temperature continues to drop.
I'm gonna go with something greater.
I think, Mads, I think we need to do something. It seems to be growing, and she's looking around the car. Stronger.
Blythe, when Viola speaks, you feel yourself calm, grounded, connected. There's something very enchanting about her.
Blythe, I need you to do something. I need you to listen to Mads. Everything is going to be okay.
Yeah, of course. What's your idea, Mads?
What was the last thing you remember?
You and I were having a conversation about how I might be able to learn something new. And I was gonna have a taste of your blood to hopefully learn something new. And she smiles.
Shall we try again?
Yeah.
Mads looks at Viola.
Viola
Keep her calm.
Viola nods and says, "Now, Blythe, I'm going to help you this time. Just listen to my voice, all right? Listen and relax. Deep breaths
You can't help but listen.
and calm.
She just nods.
I want you to remember your happiest memories, your friends, the people you care about. And I want you to hold on to those good memories. Just close your eyes and relax.
Xirus, the key that you've turned off, tries to start in the ignition.
I think you try to pull it out.
Okay, I need you just to roll a... This is a power of will. So I'm going to make you roll intelligence and larceny.
Larceny.
Or... I guess wits could work as well. Composure and resolve could work. Really just depends on your what you want to be. Like, we're speaking out of terms, but I'm going to speak in D&D terms. I need you basically to make a charisma saving throw.
Right.
Or a wisdom saving throw against the charmed effect.
I'm gonna do intelligence resolve.
Okay. Roll them.
Bruh. 2 successes.
Okay. Let me roll. Okay. You do manage to get the key out, but the keychain itself flies all the way to the back of the van, through the whole length. You hear the jingle jangle as it slams into the back door, slides all the way down, somewhere in the trunk recesses. When it hits the ground in the caboose of the van, you hear this unearthly sucking sound, like the floor is a throat swallowing. It almost reminds you of feeding. It's incredibly uncomfortable. I need all of you to make a rouse check.
God damn it.
Success.
Oh,
Success.
please.
+1 hunger.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Oh. Ooh, we're getting scary close. Okay. Success, we're fine.
Cool. Because if you don't succeed these rouse checks that are coming, Viola, you frenzy and start killing people in the car. Woohoo!
Yep. I need to make these. I have 2 more chances.
Okay, here we go.
Somebody knock this woman on the ground. Take her out. Beat her silly.
Meanwhile, Lucas is just like that meme of just like sitting there looking at his watch, and then like,
he's just like playing a game on his phone, living there having a cigarette, minding his business. Like, man, this sure taking a long ass time. You know, I probably should call him. Nah, they got it. Fine.
All right, Blythe,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm. What do you do? Describe. You take suck.
The sucky suck.
Yes.
Mads has bitten her wrist and puts it out to you.
I shall partake.
Okay.
I start humming Don't Fear the Reaper.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Mads, what are you doing?
My purpose is to lend anything that I can to Blythe in order for her to confront this entity, knowing that she has had countless encounters with otherworldly beings and spirits, and because this is what Blythe had told me all before. All of these things that she had done before was all about contacting the other world and the spirits, and it's something that we had shared, whereas I had never really known what I was doing. But she could always talk to them. Even before she was changed, she told me she could talk to them. And so I want to lend her anything I can in order to keep her stronger than the absolute horror that I remember so vividly from when I ran out of the hospital.
Okay. Okie dokie. Blythe, do you reach out to the entity?
Yeah,
Okay.
I sure do.
The moment you reach out to the entity, you suffer a stain and minus a willpower.
Oof, okay. Alright.
The headache that blooms in the center of your skull feels like an ice pick being slammed home. You do not think it is wise. But you feel it is already too late. You've reached out, and it's reached back. Roll a resist frenzy.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it on the sheet because I don't even remember how we do that. Don't fuck me over, sheet. So help me. Hold on, maybe. Do I even have that open? Hello? Yeah, there we go. Maybe? Hello? I told it to submit, but did it do anything on your end? Because it didn't do anything on my end.
Nope, not here either.
Do you remember how I just roll it? Oh, there it is.
That was
Oh, that's you.
Mhm.
Oh.
There we go. There's yours. Friendly.
Says I succeeded.
Nope, that's me rolling again. Hold on. Try and roll. I was just checking to see if it would work. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. We can't just take the roll you gave me?
The luck is gone.
No.
No. I don't ever roll off the sheet. Do I need to do anything with this difficulty?
I just leave it at 2.
Press the button.
Just leave it at 2.
Okay. I succeeded. Let's go.
Thank God.
All right. Everything happens very, very quickly in a short amount of time. All of you feel that you are like something slammed into the back of the car, the van, jerking it forward. The brakes, there's like this nasty snapping sound in the under chassis of the vehicle as it's just slammed by something and you're all thrown forward. If you weren't wearing a seatbelt, you take 1 point of superficial damage. That's up to you to decide if you have a seatbelt. Mads did say she was buckled up, so she's buckled up. But, you know...
I take a point of superficial damage because Jericho definitely didn't have his seatbelt on.
Yeah, Viola took her seatbelt off to help Jericho, so she's gonna get that super damage.
Okay.
So it's to your health?
Yep. You just want it's just a slash through.
Okay, thank you.
You all take a superficial point of damage. What about you, Xirus? Are you
Nah, he would have his on for sure.
okay? Okay.
He better have his on.
More spider cracks appear in the windshield. The frost vanishes, but Blythe begins to bleed from her mouth and into her lap, just getting it everywhere. Her eyes bulge as if she is suffocating. You see thick bruises form on her cheeks and neck as if she is being grabbed, like her head squoze, pressed like a melon. You believe if she did not succeed this frenzy check, her head would have just exploded. And then everything goes calm. And Xirus, your phone rings.
He's trying to catch his breath for a second. Oh, look out. He picks it up. Hello.
Hey, it's Kyler. Just, wondering if, we're meeting. You alright? You sound a little, everything okay?
He looks over to Mads, kind of like seeking the reassurance that like what all that just happened. Are we in the clear right now, kind of thing?
Mads reaches out her hand to Blythe and puts it on her shoulder. And she will sense the unseen.
The presence is gone.
You cut off there for a second.
Oh,
storytelling.
The presence is gone. Whatever it was has receded. And now it is only the lingering of the beast that each of you bear left behind.
We're okay.
Yes, it's gotta. We had to take a stop for a second, but we are on the way.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. I was just wondering because I'm about to head back to Lukas. I got a situation all taken care of and everything. But he's still. I guess he's just been vibing at your hospital. I mean, I'm just wondering if that's where we're meeting for another hoedown, or if we're gonna meet somewhere else.
Well, we will be stopping by to talk to Sloan, and then we can meet there. Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Sloan. Remind me who that is.
Don't worry about it. You'll know.
Gotcha. Won't worry about it. Cool.
And he just hangs up on him.
All right. We'll just meet you at the beep.
Okay. Is everyone all right?
I think we're safe for now. I feel awful.
You look awful. Your hunger increases by 1, by the way.
Oh no!
Who retrieves the keys?
It'd probably be me.
Okay, when you reach back there, it's a little terrifying because it was a throat earlier. As you reach down, you're fine. It's just that kind of weird, wiry fur that's in the trunk of most vehicles. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Can we even start the car? And you can tell that Viola does not look okay.
By the way, Viola, you have a feeling that if you hadn't have used entrancement, and Blythe reached out to the entity, she would be dead. She wouldn't have even gotten a frenzy.
And she just gives Blythe a squeeze. And she was like, when we have time, we're going to... There's a lot to explain. But if it's all right with you, could you be patient with us for a little longer?
She shrugs. I mean, yeah. It's hard to be impatient when I don't have any clue on what's going on.
I'm just glad you're okay. All right? And if you feel strange or anything, just let us know. And she lets go, and you can see that she's shaken, and she's kind of recedes really deep into her thoughts.
What am I wearing? Never mind. I'll wait. Y'all said you'll explain it later. Where are we going?
Is anyone hurt?
When the car starts, Xirus, as the coterie is talking, it sounds like a lot of belts need to be replaced. Just this whining growl. And as you pull off the curb, I won't make you roll again. You're safe. Your windshield is going to need to be replaced, and you can only imagine what the sides and back of the car look like.
Probably just the whole car. Just replace the whole car.
Okay. You guys can see him kind of like stretching his hands for a second before he grips onto the wheel. Okay, let's go. Okay.
You don't normally drive, Doctor. You good?
It has been quite a while.
Do you need to swap places? I can drive.
Are you okay right now?
I mean,
He's covered in blood.
I feel awful, but I
Rinse.
feel like I can drive.
Like it's just staining down her chin and the front of her chest, but she's smiling, like with this pleasant look.
No, please. We need to get you checked out first.
Okay.
So do you finish going to the club? Because there's no way Blythe should go in there covered in blood.
No, yeah. I think at this point, back to the hospital first.
Okay. You don't even
Regroup
want to do a
after
drop
that.
off of anybody. You just back to the
Yeah,
hospital.
Viola and Mads were planning to go in, right?
Did you two want to continue? We can drop you off and I'll take care of Blythe. Come back for you later.
Mads kind of... She hasn't actually let go of Mads'
You
hand.
mean Viola?
So Viola just looks at Mads and she has him let go of her hand. And she's like, yeah, I can keep going.
It's okay now. And Mads asks again, is anyone hurt?
I mean, I think I got. I think I just hit something on the dashboard there a second ago, but I mean, I'm all. I mean, it'll heal.
It's fine. It shouldn't be a problem.
I'm real hungry though.
Was I not to your taste, Blythe?
No, I think it was just the whole experience. You were fine. I think I just I overexerted myself. Yeah.
Hopefully, the doctor here can get you something to eat. Right?
Yes. So are you two going to Sloan's or?
We don't have much time, so I guess we just go.
Okay. I'll drop you off. And then we'll be back.
Okay. Viola and Mads, you are dropped off, standing shoulder to shoulder, facing off with the club. Xirus and Blythe make their way back to the labs in neutral territory where Lukas is waiting. And somewhere in the city of Salem, Elizabeth moves. And we're going to end here for tonight.
Spooky! Guys, my head almost exploded. That was exciting.
I'm so sorry. You wanted to look, and I was like, don't look. But you're like, but, and I was like, you got to look, I guess. It's all right. You can suffer too. I suffered once. You can suffer this time. At least you didn't scream.
That's true. I didn't scream, but I did almost have a splody head. Whee!
Yeah, that's, well, you and Viola can be twins. No.
Well, this is the worst part. Viola's hungry, and she's at the club where all the vampires are fucking diseased, so she can't have anybody right now. Yep.
Yay.
So yeah, this is great. It's great. Everything's
gonna
great.
Have to get a snack outside.
Unless
And
you do
hope
what
they're
Mads
not-
does, and you can do that too. That's fine.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
Oh, fuck, where's my phone?
I don't know who we're gonna raid, so we're just gonna raid someone random. Yeah, someone playing tabletop RPGs.
Random
Yeah, sure.
raid. Random
New
raid.
friends.
New friends.
Random
All right.
raid.
Let's see. Do we do Dungeons and Dragons, or do we do? Let's see if there's anyone playing Vampire.
No.
Dungeons and Bacon.
Oh, we're the only ones playing Vampire.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone playing like Bloodlines, like Vampire the Masquerade
Oh
Bloodlines?
yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's see.
True.
Bloodlines. Yeah, there's some people playing Bloodlines.
There we go.
You mean Blood Hunt?
No, I mean
Yeah.
Bloodlines.
Okay, Bloodlines. Let's see. I've got crowbars for arms. Tank nasty. Recon rats.
Crowbars for arms sounds so funny, bro.
And Xander
Holy
42.
shit.
All right, let me look at crowbars for arms for a second. All right. Let me look at this right here.
I gotta
This is a
find the sheet for
VTuber.
payment.
Though there's a VTuber right here. Let's go. Let's raid the VTuber.
Okay, whatever's
And
whatever's clever.
their
we don't
title
care.
is "I don't wash my hands after I pee."
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
Here we go.
No. Gross.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us.
Bye, everybody. Was great.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully, Xander42 takes this as the joke that it is, and they hear that they realize that we
As long as we leave hearts and happy faces as well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
We love them, and it's great. But join us next time. Hop in the Discord.